Take a deep breath. Have you ever listened to the sound of purple? It is not a loud color. It does not demand your attention like the red of a rose or the yellow of a sunflower. It is the color of twilight, that brief, magical moment between the waking world and the realm of dreams. In a world that screams for your attention, where notifications never stop and the noise of modern life grinds against your nerves, there is a quiet power waiting in the garden. A power so gentle it feels like a whisper, yet strong enough to have commanded the respect of empires. We are talking about lavender, Lavandula, the keeper of silence. If you are here, it is because your soul is tired. Perhaps anxiety sits heavy on your chest like a stone that cannot be moved. Perhaps sleep feels like a battle you fight every night and lose. Or perhaps you simply miss the feeling of peace, true, deep, unshakable peace. You are in the right place. In the next 20 minutes, we are going to journey beyond the common scent you find in soaps and detergents. We will discover how this ancient bloom gently supports your nervous system, how it calms the storms of anxiety, and why it was the chosen healer for royalty long before modern medicine existed. But before we begin, I invite you to arrive fully. Right here, right now. Take a deep breath. Inhale, holding that breath for a moment, and exhale slowly. Let your shoulders drop. Unclench your jaw. Forget the day you had. Forget the day you will have tomorrow. There is only this darkness, this voice, and the ancient wisdom of the earth. Let us walk into the purple fields together. Long before laboratories could analyze molecules, people listened to the earth. And few plants whispered as softly, or as persuasively, as lavender. Its name comes from the Latin lavare, to wash. But for the ancients, this washing was not just about dirt on the skin. It was a cleansing of the spirit, a washing away of the heavy thoughts that plague the mind. History tells us that Charles VI of France, a king troubled by madness and a restless mind, insisted his pillows be stuffed with lavender flowers. He sought peace where no crown could provide it. Queen Victoria, centuries later, required everything around her to be washed in lavender water, believing it was the only scent that could settle the heavy burden of ruling an empire. It was seen as a guardian. In the Middle Ages, it was strewn on floors not just for perfume, but to ward off evil, which we now know was likely infection and pests. It was the scent of safety. However, as we step into this world of ancient healing, we must ground ourselves in responsibility. Please remember, this content is for educational purposes only. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Please consult your healthcare provider before using any herbal remedy, especially if you are pregnant, nursing, taking medication, or have a medical condition. Nature is a powerful ally, but wisdom lies in knowing how to use it safely. The ancients didn't need a disclaimer to know that lavender was potent. They felt it. They knew that when the world became too loud, the purple flower was the key to turning down the volume. They understood that to heal the body, one must first silence the mind. We often think of tradition and science as enemies, but with lavender, they are merely two different languages describing the same truth. When you inhale the scent of lavender or sip its tea, you are interacting with complex volatile oils, specifically linalool and linalyl acetate. These aren't just pleasant smells. They are bioactive compounds that speak directly to your biology. Science has begun to map what the kings and queens felt instinctively. A study published in the journal Phytomedicine investigated the effects of lavender oil preparations. The results suggested that these compounds may influence the GABA receptors in your brain. GABA is your brain's primary inhibitory neurotransmitter. It is the brake pedal for your nervous system. When anxiety pushes the accelerator, GABA is what slows you down. Lavender appears to help your brain find that brake pedal. Furthermore, research has explored lavender's effect on slow-wave sleep, the deep, restorative slumber where the body repairs itself and the mind clears away the fog. Unlike synthetic sedatives that might knock you out but leave you groggy, lavender aims to support the quality of rest, not just the duration. It is interesting to note that in clinical settings, the scent of lavender has been shown to potentially lower cortisol levels, the stress hormone that ravages our bodies when left unchecked. It is a biological signal of safety. It tells your amygdala, the fear center of your brain, you are safe now. You can rest. We do not speak in absolutes here. Every body is different. But the evidence suggests that this humble flower is a sophisticated tool for navigating the high-pressure environment of the modern world. Now, how do we bring this silence into your home? Preparing lavender tea is not a chore. It is a ritual. It is a holy moment you carve out of a busy day. If you rush it, you miss the medicine. Begin with water. Pure, filtered water. Heat it until it is hot, but not violently boiling, around 200 degrees Fahrenheit or 90 degrees Celsius. Boiling water can burn the delicate oils, destroying the very therapeutic compounds we seek. Take 1 to 2 teaspoons of dried, food-grade lavender buds. Place them in your vessel. As you pour the water, watch the steam rise. Cover it. This is crucial. You must cover your cup or teapot. Those healing oils, the linalool we spoke of, are volatile. They want to escape into the air. By covering the tea, you trap the medicine in the water. You force the steam back down. Let it steep for 10 minutes. 10 minutes. In our world, that feels like an eternity. You will be tempted to check your phone. You will be tempted to get up and do a chore. Do not. Sit with the waiting. Let the silence of the tea teach you patience. This is not just because science recommends a 10-minute extraction for optimal potency, though it does, but because your soul needs that pause. When it is ready, strain it. The liquid will be pale, golden, perhaps with a hint of green. If the taste is too floral or soapy for you, do not force it. Add a touch of organic honey, which itself is soothing to the throat. Or perhaps a slice of lemon to cut the perfume notes. Drink it slowly. Treat every sip as a contract with your body, a signed agreement that you are choosing peace over chaos. Nature is kind, but she demands respect. Because lavender is effective, it means it is powerful. And power must be handled with wisdom. While generally considered safe for most adults, lavender does have estrogenic properties. This is why it is often recommended that young boys or those with hormone-sensitive conditions consult a professional before using it in large, concentrated amounts, particularly as an essential oil. If you are pregnant or breastfeeding, pause. Consult your doctor. The same applies if you are taking sedatives or medication for high blood pressure. Lavender can amplify the effects of these drugs, potentially lowering your blood pressure or slowing your system too much. We seek balance, not sedation. However, if you are safe to proceed, lavender loves company. It is a plant that plays well with others. For a profound sleep aid, consider pairing lavender with chamomile. The apple-like sweetness of chamomile grounds the floral high notes of lavender. Or, for a study in synergy, combine it with lemon balm. Research suggests this combination may be particularly effective for restlessness and digestive upsets caused by anxiety. And for those nights when the mind simply will not stop looping, there is a root, dark and earthy, that pairs beautifully with the floral lightness of lavender. But we will speak of that deeper, stronger root later. For now, trust the flower. Honor her strength with respect, and she will treat you like royalty. Put the cup down for a moment, or hold it in both hands, feeling the warmth seep into your palms. Close your eyes. I want you to imagine you are walking on a dirt path. It is night. The air is cool against your skin, a perfect contrast to the warmth of the tea in your belly. Above you, the sky is a tapestry of stars, vast and silent. You come to the edge of a field. Even in the darkness, you can smell it before you see it. A scent that is cool, clean, and dusty. The scent of old memories. The scent of safety. You step into the field of lavender. Rows and rows of purple-gray flowers stretch out to the horizon, swaying gently in the night breeze. Brush your hands against the tops of the flowers as you walk. Imagine the friction releases a cloud of purple mist. Breathe it in. With every inhale, imagine that purple mist traveling up through your nose, behind your eyes, and into the center of your head. It finds every knot of tension. It finds every worry you have carried today. And as you exhale, watch those worries dissolve. Like mist over still water, they simply evaporate. There is no king here. There is no queen. There is no boss, no deadline, no debt. There is only the earth beneath your feet and the silence of the flowers. Feel your heartbeat slow down to match the rhythm of the crickets in the grass. Thump thump, thump thump. You are held. You are protected. You are healed by the silence. Stay here for a moment. Just breathe. As you slowly open your eyes, try to keep a piece of that purple field with you. The magic of lavender is not just in the tea or the oil. It is in the permission it gives you to stop, to be still, to reign over your own mind with the grace of a queen and the wisdom of a king. May the spirit of this plant wrap around you like a blanket woven from moonlight and stillness. May it guard your sleep and purify your dreams. If the floral gentleness of lavender was what you needed tonight, then rest well. But if you feel your body needs something heavier, if your exhaustion is deep in your bones and muscles, and flowers are not enough to bring you down, then you are ready for something stronger. You are ready for the earth itself. In our next video, we will dig up valerian, the root that teaches the body to rest. It is the heavy anchor to lavender's light sail. You won't want to miss that deep dive into the soil. If this moment served you, share it with someone who needs stillness in a loud world. Leave a comment below. How did the silence feel to you tonight? Subscribe to join our quiet revolution. Until next time, drink slowly, breathe deeply. Sound of herbs, where science meets soul, and every plant has a story.